Passed an ordinance that I, as a fire marshal, strongly support that bans the use of fireworks in the city limits. We had two very significant tragic events that led up to this ordinance. One was 2017, the Eagle Creek fire, where 48,000 acres were burned just by the use of a single firework. And then we also, in 2021, had a triple fatal. That was the cause of that fire was also at an apartment complex. The cause was also fireworks. So just a reminder for the community that for those that might be new to Portland, there is a firework ban in the city limits. And I agree with Rick, come down. There's a great show. There's also some great professional shows outside of the city that we really want to strongly encourage, leaving it up to the professionals and obviously enjoying the Independence Day, but coming to a professional show. And I am going to ask our senior fire investigator, Lieutenant Jason Anderson, to talk about the enforcement side of it.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Jason Anderson. I'm the Senior Investigator or Supervising Investigator of Portland Fire and Rescue's Fire and Arson Investigations Unit. For those that aren't aware, we are a dual sworn law enforcement unit within the City of Portland, and it's our responsibility to actually enforce any and all fire and explosion related crimes that occur within the city. Each and every year, Portland Fire and Rescue has put out fire safety messaging in order to educate and seek compliance with mitigating the hazards associated with fireworks use. Because consistent messaging has been echoed to the community that all fireworks use has been banned within our city, our unit is prepared to take any necessary action when it comes to the enforcement of this ban. So our investigators are going to be increasing staffing during the 4th of July holiday in order for our mission to be to aggressively investigate any and all fireworks related fires that result in either endangering personal lives or property that occur within the city. When a responsible party has been identified, it's our unit's responsibility to take the necessary enforcement action, which could range from a simple fire code citation of $500 to $1,000, which is a civil penalty, or these enforcement actions could relate or could be as much as criminal charges. In the state of Oregon, just the possession of illegal fireworks is a Class B misdemeanor, which is punishable with a $2,500 fine and or 6 months in jail. If a fireworks related fire damages or actually recklessly places protected property in danger of damage, or could place somebody in risk of serious physical injury, that criminal charge could be as high as arson in the first degree, which could be punishable with a sentence of 10 years in prison and associated fines or restitution. We will make necessary immediate arrests as necessary and forward our fireworks-related cases to the Multnomah County District Attorney's Office for review and further prosecution or issuance of charges if necessary. As members of the community, we hope that if you witness or have video or other evidence related to a fireworks-related fire that causes damage, significant damage, or risks the lives of others, that you'll contact the Portland Fire and Rescue Arson Information Line at 503-823-FIRE. We'll be monitoring this line for any messages that will assist us in our investigations. Thank you.
Now, in case you weren't aware, the City of Portland is an extremely busy city with regard to our public safety outreach and activities. And all of those emergency calls roll through our Bureau of Emergency Communications, BOEC. Jamie Cuddy, the Public Information Officer for BOEC, is going to come up and talk about the significance of the call volume increases and what we are asking you to do throughout this period of time as we see incidents occur.
Hello, I'm Jamie Cuddy. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Bureau of Emergency Communication. At 911, our top priority is responding to your emergencies. So if you need a firefighter, if you need a police officer, if you need an ambulance, if there's a threat to life or property happening now, 911 is here for it. If you hear a loud firework, that is not what 911 is for. On a typical day at the 911 call center, we can receive up to 200 calls in an hour. On the 4th of July, we can get twice that, so up to 400 calls in an hour. So we're asking for your help to keep our call takers available to respond to your emergencies by using good judgment on when to call 911. Thank you.
So here we are, fireworks season. As I said, it begins today. We begin evaluating data on fires starting today, rolling through about the 7th, and we check those numbers regularly. And we've had the ordinance for a few years. In the first year of the ordinance, we had a significantly reduced number of fires that were attributed to fireworks. Unfortunately, last year, it went wildly the other direction, and we had twice as many fires started as a result of fireworks, even though we had a ban. Recognize that every time you bring a firework back into the city of Portland, you are actively choosing to go against what we have established as a safe ban for our community. Like Chief Schimmel said, we had a fire recently that had a triple homicide simply as a result of the inappropriately discarded safe and sane firework. They're just not safe. They're just not sane. We have wonderful professional shows that you can attend. We want you to have the best 4th possible. Get together with your neighbors, have your barbecues, have your fruit salad competition, who's got the best fruit salad, and then come to a professional show. Plan, it's going to take you a while to get out of here, but it'll be well worth your time, and we want you to enjoy the 4th so you can enjoy the 5th. So no decision that you have made causes you or your neighborhood any danger. We've already had people admitted to the hospital making their own homemade fireworks, losing hands. I've responded to calls where people have done that. These are people that look at you and say, I'm an artist. And they no longer have fingers, right? I mean, it's just not safe. So we hope that you respect the fact that we do have a ban here in the city of Portland. Get together with your friends, plan to have a great day, and let's have an opportunity to talk about it the following day rather than some visit from Lieutenant Anderson and his team. Any questions? I do. Matter of fact, thank you, Tammy Willett. So 2021, we had, throughout the fireworks season, we had 307 fires, 15 fireworks caused fires during that season. Fireworks season 2022, we had 224 fires, 10 firework caused fires. So in the year from that the ban went into effect, we dropped the number of fires by 50%. 33%, pardon me. Last year, in the fire season, we had 336 fires. 46 were determined to be caused by fireworks. We had a station that sits on the other side of the Willamette last year, first in on a fire at the base of Rocky Butte at 10:40 p.m. because all the other fire agencies, fire companies in that area were busy fighting other fires that were started by fireworks. Homes on stilts with shrubs and understory on fire, rolling up to the stilts, and the first closest responder comes from downtown. That's how wild it gets. Last night we had 3 structure fires and about 10 miscellaneous fires, just that I'm aware of. We're busy as it is with fire. We don't need any help with fireworks, small cones that you put off in your street. Come down and see a great show. This is an amazing location to catch a show. Chief Schimmel also mentioned there are amazing professional shows throughout our region. Make some plans. You've got 10 days to get it all organized, figure out what you're going to do. Come and see a great show and avoid choosing to commit a crime. Avoid choosing to potentially damage yourself, damage your friends, affect your home, your vehicle. It's just not worth it. So we're hopeful that you, as the citizens or those that are within watching this in the city of Portland, recognize the importance of this. We could talk about how it affects our pets. We could talk about how it affects the soldiers and their PTSD. That's all reality too. I mean, there's just so many reasons that say Nope, 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 nope. This is a yes. Come down here. Any questions?
Do you have the exact numbers of firework-related deaths or injuries?
I do not have the specific number of deaths or injuries. There are often injuries that probably aren't categorized within our data here. I know, and I'm going to 10 years back, but on the July 6th, people are still trying to do their stuff, and that was the call where the gentleman literally blew his hand off of his body. We responded, and he had part of a hand bone stuck in his chin.
Does the agency track something like that? Later on?
I can investigate. If you send me an email, rick.graves@portlandoregon.gov, as to your request, we can see what we can do. Yeah, for sure. And there's injuries every year. I have a friend who works over at Emmanuel. She gave me a message the other day, said we've had our first firework injury of the year. It happened last week. So they're already starting. People are already trying to have their celebratory fun, and they're unfortunately injuring themselves or others. Oh man, here we go. Right, no, you're good.
Is there any idea or any theory as to why the snaps went up so much last year, 2 years after the ban, as opposed to immediately after the ban?
No, I don't. I mean, yeah, it's total speculation. I mean, I could say it and it would become law. That's the silliest thing, right? So I could tell you what I think it is, but there's no justification as to that. You can't figure out what goes on in here. Yeah.
Is the agency ramping up like enforcement or personnel during this time? You said
We will have an increased enforcement arm out that evening, but they're going to be quite busy. That's our fire investigations unit. So as the night progresses, I'm certain that they will have opportunities to interact with those people that have decided to make a choice to have fireworks. So we will have an increase. There will be no increase in police presence as far as PPB is concerned. We have a finite number of resources. They are going to be focused on responding to whatever they need to respond to that evening, whether it be a medical event, a fire event, an unlawful event, and we'll do everything we possibly can. So we will have a slight increase in our response capabilities with regard to our investigators, but that's really it.
Is that increase normal, or is it resulting from the increase in statistics last year?
Hang on. That's normal.
Can you give us like numbers, like 2 weeks ago we'll have this amount of fire department vehicles, this week we'll have this amount?
Yeah, I can get that. I've got I can direct you to a public-facing tableau that will actually allow you to look through that data yourself. So if you send me that email, I'll get you directed where you can actually do some of that investigation yourself. That work? Cool. I think we're done. I really appreciate it. Thanks. That's okay. There you go. I give it to you.